Now that's a job to have. Blue lighting through central London at rush hour. Stress, fucking hell. Particularly in an ambulance or a fire truck. Something nice and big. Particularly with quite so many fucking idiots on the road. Tigress. G'day everyone, welcome back to Nat's Naked Yard. I'll be Nat, that'll be Canada House. You join me on the way home from work. I have managed to sneak out a little bit, well it's a little bit early, it's about 5:10, so I did nick off a bit early because it is Monday at time of feeling and I'm ball bagged. Mondays just destroy me. Not the old Garfield thing, you know, I hate Mondays. Not that I hate Mondays, just find them properly tiring. Maybe I should try and do a little less on the weekends. Speaking of the weekends, and speaking of the bikes, so Pork's tank is coming along. It's just paint and filming it is literally watching paint drying, or rubbing it down, or pissing around, or jumping up and down, whatever. So the tank's getting there. Otto, I was irritating / worrying about the rev counter. It's an interesting look. So I was expecting there to be a reason or damage as to why cyclists, as to why the rev counter wasn't working. I wasn't expecting it to be on the actual shaft itself. I was expecting it to be on the little worm. Now what I still haven't done and what I really need to do is look up on forums, etc. When they say this is a common problem, is what I've ended up with a common problem, i.e. the shaft itself that gets chewed up, rather than the worm drive that spins the tab for the cable, which is what I was expecting. But that might just be, you know, a degree of assumption from me. I honestly don't know, but I wasn't expecting quite that. It does leave me slightly concerned as to wherefore art thou swarf, but nah, we shall see. By the looks of it, none of that was new, so whatever was there is there. What I probably should do is don't just pull out, you fucking moron. Dickhead. What I should do is drop the oil and have a look, see if I've got any shards in there. Now, what I'm hoping and what I'm expecting is that it isn't, and when the builder built it, it was built like that, is what I'm thinking. I.e., when they did the rebuild, they did it, looked at the cost of the shaft, just went, oh fuck it, I'll chuck the old one in. I don't really need a rev counter. That's what I'm hoping. Time will tell if my hope is in vain, I suppose, but we shall see. I have started to look at speedos that I think they call them induction revs, where you effectively strap the receivers onto the coils to give you a half decent rev count out of it, but we'll see. Aside from that, The one thing it has forced me to do is sort out the frame around the fan. That was the worst paintwork on the bike, and that's not a presentational thing. It had, you know, a lot of light rust, no deep rust, but that it won't take long for light rust to turn to deep rust as soon as you use it in the rain or in inclement weather, or leave it parked up or whatever. That's alright, you just play with your fucking phone, sweetie. Jesus Christ. I hate fucking bikes. I hate pedestrians. I hate people. Now you're going to get in that gap ahead of me and get in my way, which you're not, because I'm not going to let you. There appears to be wankers everywhere. I want to go home. It's been a long day. It's been a Monday. Mondays leave me even less patient than any other day of the week. Are you all going to snurg around that bus? That's good, because I don't want to be on its left when that's the way it is indicating. Thank you. Come on, get out of the fucking way. Jesus Christ. There are occasions where you think the world would be a better place without lunatics, but not here, not today. Anyway, enough of them fools. Yeah, short little update. So what am I doing? I am throwing... Where was I before I was rudely interrupted by pedestrians being in the way, and I'm sure they're going to be commenting on the bottom about, you should have waited. In central London, that is how you get wiped out from behind, is waiting at a green light, because the cars behind will not see the pedestrians and will certainly not see you, and you will find yourself just being gently rear-ended, and rather them than me. Yeah, so I am in the process of throwing some black on those on the fan surrounds. I have thrown blue on the fan, which is kind of pointless because you don't really see it, but there's occasions where and angles where you do. It just I wanted to do something a little bit silly. Yeah, so that's all going to be good. I'm not looking forward to putting it back on because it was a bitch to get off, but had to be done, otherwise I would be permanently wondering about that worm. At least I now know that the rev counter on it is knacked, and that's now prompted me to take a decent look at the speedo situation, which is something that I was tempted to do to start with. I do have a working speedo. I could just drop it to the 1 o'clock. I don't know. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. I really do need to drop that oil to see if there's anything shiny in it, or to see indeed how old that oil is. Because if that oil, that's just a very good point, if that oil is very old, it would indicate that there has not been a reboot. Yeah, I need to drop that oil and have a look at it. And that's probably going to be my next job. Now, if I was Del Boy at Del Boy's Garage, that would be a video in itself. Let's not do that, eh? Well, pour it out, have a look, catch it, if it's in decent enough condition, we'll chuck it back in rather than waste. Now that's me being both environmental, because that's a good thing, and cheap, because that's a good thing too. I'll leave some space because I think there's a big GS that's cruising around there. Yeah. Right, I'm going to ask you a question. Adventure bikes, good thing or the most ridiculous thing in the world? I will give you my view. My view is that they're fucking hideous. And I'm trying to lead the conversation. They, to me, are the two-wheeled versions of Land Rovers and 4x4s. I.e., lots of people have them, very few people need them. So most Land Rovers and 4x4s sold in the UK, and certainly by in the UK I'll also add down by where I live, i.e. in the burbs, never go anywhere near anything that needs 4x4. The number of them I see swerve around puddles so they don't get wet, or crawl through them at 3 miles an hour. I find them the most annoying things in the world, 4x4s, and to me they're my bête noire on a bike, because they're my most dangerous vehicle. I think white 4x4s are freaking dangerous. They tend to be driven quite erratically and quite badly by people that generally can't see over the steering wheel. And to me, adventure bikes are the two-wheeled equivalent. They are built for adventure. They're built for off-road, and people poodle around in them around town. Now, I'm not one to get on my high horse about buying a bike and using it for the wrong experience. Christ, I rode a CB1000 into work for quite a while. That was completely the wrong purpose for it. As big and comfortable as it was, using it on a low-speed commute is really not what it's for. That's what this is for, with a bit of fun attached. Oh, phone call, 2 seconds, I'll be back. Right, I'm back. I may have ruined March. Quick synopsis of the conversation. I've got steak for dinner tonight. Love steak, don't have it very often. I did make the rather stupid comment that it is, what, 3rd of February today? Obviously Valentine's Day is the 14th of February, but Valentine's Day is very much for the ladies, in my humble sexist opinion. You know, it tends to be the day that you try and spoil your missus, etc, etc, assuming you don't forget. There's always a possibility. But then I'm pretty sure it's March the 14th that is National BJ and a Steak Day. I made the mistake of reminding my wife that it's February, not March. I'll be lucky if I get a steak, let alone the other thing. But never mind. Adventure bikes. Why am I so anti them? It's kind of I'm quite anti the stereotyping of people around bikes. So, you know, sports bike is a squid. Harleys are for gay old men. Cruisers are for straight old men with long hair and beards. You know, that I'm anti that. But because horses, of course, you get a bike for the purpose you want it for, and as long as you have fun on it, who gives a shit. Adventure bikes. To me, they always seem to be ridden by the same person, and that person is normally beardy / stubble, like me, overweight, I suppose, like me, and a white collar worker, probably like me. I think that's why I'm anti them. It's probably because I know I should have one. I was going to say something about age, but with the average age of a biker being 55, I'm very nearly 50, so yeah, I kind of fit in that demographic already. I'm young, yay! Yeah, so I'm below average. Yeah, that's probably more than all. Yeah, I think it's because of that. I think I can't get over the fact that you get a lot of people like a 4x4 paying for functionality that they're never realistically going to use. Paying through the fucking nose for it as well, because they're bastard expensive, a lot of them. There's always the people that try and filter at the very first corner there, that cock everything up for everybody else. They don't understand merge and turn. That's why Nat don't like adventure bikes, because he probably should have one. I'm also very aware that I'm sort of berating a style of bike that I've never actually owned or ridden. And I was chatting with a guy at work today that I had no idea. He's a lovely guy. I see him periodically. I see him like a couple of times a month. Where I work, it's all hot desks and all that sort of shit. So it's not sort of I wandered up to his desk, but lovely guy, Northern Irish guy. I think he's either Northern Irish or he's had a stroke, one of the two. No, he is Northern Irish. At least I hope so, because he's known as Paddy, so that would kind of explain it. But he saw me stripping off on my bike kit, and we started talking bikes. He's got fucking 11 of them. I thought I felt bad at 5, but he's got 11 of them, and his are not all in states of disrepair. They're all in beautiful condition. He generally says he tries to keep 3 on the road, i.e. taxed, MOT'd, all that sort of thing at a time. But he's got all sorts and everything in between. Lovely. It's always nice to catch up with another biker. But I'm gonna have to arrange a visit and see his garage. Apparently, there's one to watch out on. Apparently, he's likely to be in motorcycle news, showing off his another Del Boys Garage one stable. That's one to watch out for. I think I'll keep in touch with him, and I might pick up a new subscriber actually for him. Hey buddy, if you're watching. So that was fun, and he showed some of the pictures are amazing, including a Rocket 3 actually, while we're talking Del Boys Garage. He hadn't scratched some of the chrome off his and painted it tough black or non-tough black, but yeah. Anyway, so random ramblings. Bikes getting there. A little bit of a kick in the balls on the on Otto, the CX500, but nothing that's insurmountable when you have a positive mental attitude and desperately trying not to die on rush hour traffic going through London. Catch you later, people. Ta-da. Oh, in a terrible piece of continuity, because I've realised I completely forgotten one of the bits I wanted to talk about, to thank one of the subscribers. Dan Barnes, cheers mate. You did point out that in the, I think early or mid 80s, the jets for the CX500 for Otto, the thread changed, just to piss everybody off, it seems. Really, did you gain that much by doing that? Anyway, when I went to put in the jets that I have, it didn't fit. The ones that I weren't sure what they were, but they might be somewhere around 90s, which is I think the secondary, I could be wrong. That went in fine, but in the primary that I was putting my 120s that I had in, they would not go into the tubes. They would screw in so far, but they wouldn't go all the way in. So I have ordered replacements. What I've also realised is that I do have drill bits. So I think what I might do, depending on how long I'm going to have to wait for the ones I've ordered, because I haven't had an order confirmation or anything like that email through yet, and I did the ordering on Sunday, because I'm going for larger holes than I currently have, I can drill them. So 120 is a 0.12 1.2 mil drill bit. 90 is a 0.9 mil drill bit. I've got 1.2 don't have 0.9 because otherwise I would use it to test the size. So I've ordered 0.9. I got an email today saying that that had been delivered, or that they had been delivered. So yeah, I mean, I'm not in a rush, but if come the weekend the replacement jets haven't arrived, or indeed if they've arrived and they don't fit, which is difficult to tell until you've got them, I'll just drill the ones I've got to what I need. Yeah, very excited. I hadn't even thought of that when I was doing it, and I even had the drill bits there because I was testing sizes and stuff. Why didn't I think of it? Because I'm a fucking idiot. That's why I bought that little pack of drill bits anyway, was to do exactly the same for something else. I can't remember what. Too many bikes, what can I say? Right, that will do me. I will knock it on the head there. Cheers all. Ta-da.